discriminant is equal to b squared minus 4ac, where the b is the coefficient of the second term in the quadratic, the a is the coefficient of the first term, and the c is the coefficient of the third term. And the discriminant is very important because, well, the sign of the discriminant tells you how many solutions your equation has. So the first case that you can have is to have a positive discriminant. And I'm just going to walk through an example of this type of quadratic equation and how you would land at a positive discriminant. So let's say that we have 2x squared plus 4x plus 1, for example. We know that a is equal to 2, b is equal to 4, and c is equal to 1. So if we plug these coefficients into our known equation for the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac, we get that d is equal to 4 squared minus 4 times 2 times 1. So d is equal to 16 minus 8. So d is equal to 8. So in this case, d is greater than 0. And you know that you have two solutions. So this whole situation of, well, positive discriminant leads to two solutions, there are going to be three cases, and this is just a set of rules that you have to memorize. And at the end of this video, I will create a table so that you can write in your notes and easily memorize this. So for the next case, I'm going to use the following polynomial as an example: 4x squared plus 3x plus 7. So again, we know that a is equal to 4, b is equal to 3, and c is equal to 7. And then we can plug this into our equation for the discriminant of b squared minus 4ac. We get that d is equal to 3 squared minus 4 times 7. D is equal to 9 minus 112, so D is equal to negative 103. So in this case, we have a situation where D is less than 0. And for this, the rule is that there is no solution. And again, I will tabulate the three cases and the three rules at the end for you to write down for your reference in the future. The final case, we have this example: 2x squared plus 4x plus 2. So in this case, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 4, and c is equal to 2. So here, if we calculate our discriminant, b squared minus 4ac, we get 4 squared minus 4 times 2 times 2, so d equals 16 minus 16, and d is equal to exactly 0. So this is the third case of what your discriminant can be, which is exactly 0. And in this case, you have one solution. So now I'm going to summarize what our three types of discriminants are and what they mean. So if the discriminant is case 1, greater than 0, then you have two solutions. So case 2, if the discriminant is less than 0, then you have no solution. In case 3, if the discriminant is equal to exactly 0, then you have one solution. So this table right here is what you will need to memorize in order to know what the sign of the discriminant is and how many solutions to your quadratic equation it implies.